That's since the end of the month right here. Welcome back to NASCAR 4th Gear Racing down here from the Turbo. Concept is going racing over here for just right now. And probably we didn't able to get for round 4 the car of tomorrow like these things. We cannot able to get for Circuit of the Americas, but we just complete almost the rest of the tracks of everything that we guess. This will be the end of the month that we're going all the way to Sonoma Raceway to do this. Let's just get on that we just didn't have for many more parts. The level 1 hardest will be the Watkins Glen. The level 2 hardest will be in Sonoma Raceway. Let's just go for even about for many more of these things as well. And we'll probably wanted to say it's not going to be one thing, of course. We just completely drive all the cars for just all tracks for inside of this game. So looks like we're going for about for the custom cars, which is I'm going for the number 22. So it's not going to be such as one thing, not the real life reference. So I'll be respawning the number 22 as well. And there we go. This is what absolutely going to be using the fabulous Gene King as well. We're going to be jumping inside, and we also have any lap times we know it. And because of the car is really loud, by the way, I don't think we're going to be set down to 2, I guess. Let's just get all the way to having some 84 miles per hour. We don't pretty possibly sure that we're in the 4th gear racing over here. We still have NASCAR sound over here over the license we got here for relicensing for this thing. This thing is for Joey Logano. If Joey Logano retires around here, that's the last time we'll be doing for such as over here as well. So, looks like this is absolutely for some sort of the slowest thing. Probably that we just eventually don't like. That we're not sure. This isn't going to be very the fastest as whatsoever as well. And before I just going to be talking for very slowly or some sort of softly, I'm very sick of this, some sort of an infection of coronavirus. So I'll be staying for a little bit of curiosity for something before I'll die for this in some sort of a final year. And of course, we're still good as well. 84 miles per hour, which is probably that we're just acting like civilian vehicles. So the first lap is complete. Let's go all the way up here and start to get for a slowest lap guide, which is under 100 miles per hour, and this is slightly pretty bad to go all the way up here. And because I have essentially that wasn't going to be speaking to this out of this one thing, we're not going to corner cut everything possibly we done. So it looks like we're still keeping on going ourselves to do this by the Gran Turismo mode, without having any corner cuts whatsoever, and we still have anything we need to do. Looks like we're still keeping on going, and without going to be stopping anyways. So looks like I am not going to be stopping anything as well before I just complete any more laps to do this. And before I'm just going to be going back into this thing as well, we're going to be surviving for all 4 laps, and especially I'm not fast enough for just 1 minute and 20 seconds time to beat the Ferrari F50 GT. But there is no some sort of a lap time board, and I'm not very sure that I'm couldn't able to be surviving as well. As you'll be seeing for our final laps results of this thing over here, and by the end of this month over here for just as well, and not just this once, and over here it's not going to be making towards like the fastest lap as well. And by the meantime, it's not going to be so great that before we're going to be end of this video. Let's finish all the 4 laps as well until the lap number 5 comes. And thankfully that will be going to be the end of this video. Until the one more thing to do that I'll be saying, the hardest by January for this 2024 Le Mans calendar for the FIA World Endurance Racing. So looks like this isn't going to be making towards to hit the walls. So looks like we're preparing for the final lap. And what we just pretty wanted to say, there is no lap time boards either, that I just cannot able to see far from the render distance. So in some sort of a one time as well, because I essentially didn't look behind down, or if I'm not just gonna be trying to turn my volume down as well, and I could not able to see for such as down here, of course. So we're still having for a good hands on the race car as well for the last few couple of corners. And my next level will be the road course itself for one. But one thing we just probably we do it ever to said, I'm starting to get sick for one thing. So looks like I feel since it's a little bit for cannot able to be seen for just like before I just getting the glasses anything. Now I'm pleased very sure that we're getting able to be back at the pits. So let's just doing for one more turn. And we're not going to be such as the final lap as well. And still, we didn't absolutely see for the final results until we have further notice as well. There's nothing, everything in here until we're going to be checking all around in the track as well. Finding the lap time board. So let me know down in the comments below if you're just going to be finding for some sort of a lap times or something. So if before we're going to be choosing for our final results, I'm heading all the way down. And looks like we have completed for our 4 laps. So let's find anything it was. And we slightly having a corner cut as well. So I suggest we're going to be making things for our fastest way. And we did make some counting a cut corner as well. And unfortunately that doesn't going to be count as well. Now we're headed back into the pits. And we're seeing for the final results is not revealed yet. So looks like we just completely hit some walls over here. The pit road is 45 studs per second. They're not going to be counts for some laps for one reason. So I'm not pretty supposed to see anyways going to be in the bottom. So if I just see some sort of a lap time boards in the bottom, and I'm not pretty sure that won't be able to see like this thing anymore. And where does the lap time it was we found here? I don't know, because it's all gone whatever we think. We completely driven off 5 laps as well, and then we cannot able to sprint down. I have eventually didn't find some final results instantly. And then what did we just completely able to tell about somewhere? Finally, we just completely end of this video, but unfortunately that doesn't have any lap times as well. And there's no podiums in some sort of many of these things or other features of this track is absolutely completely missing as well. So looks like the King Gene is going to be completely staying all over here. And that is going to be the end of this video, of course. So if you'd like for today's video about for 4 laps on the Sonoma Raceway, the Infineon Raceway, or some sort of circuit it was, leave a like and subscribe and click the bell. Let me know down in the comments when there wasn't absolutely for a lap time board in it, because I'm just going to be checking for anything as well. That the bad news is that doesn't have any lap time boards on this track as well, and especially that was slightly nothing where it was. Thanks for watching and for all your support, and I'm gonna be seeing you NASCAR fans all later. That which will be Turbo Concept is signing off, but I know I'm able to get back into the menu as well.